Meet Joe. Joe wants to spend more time with his kids by turning the basement into a game room, but he has simply run out of room to store his tools and equipment. Joe does some research and he can rent a storage unit for a couple $100 a month, but then he would have to drive all the way across town to get something out that he needed. Then Joe finds the perfect shed that would provide the space he needs, and it would look great in his backyard. The shed that Joe found cost $6,000, but it would take a long time to save the money to pay cash. Luckily, Joe's local dealer tells him about rent-to-own. Rent-to-own is a simple month-by-month commitment with a low initial payment, and it does not require a credit check. With a monthly payment of only $250 per month plus tax for 48 months, Joe and his family can easily work that into their budget. At the shed dealer, Joe signs a Red Oak rental contract, pays his initial payment, and in no time, the shed is delivered right to his own backyard. Now that the shed is delivered, Joe pays rent to Red Oak Rental and can use the shed to store his belongings. Joe's first payment is about 30 days after delivery, and he will receive a welcome email and letter. Since rent-to-own is flexible, Joe has 3 options at any time during the contract. He can continue to rent for the next month, he can return the structure, or he can obtain ownership with the early purchase option. After renting for 6 months, Joe has paid $1,500 plus tax towards his total cost. One day, Joe gets a surprise bonus and decides to purchase the shed for the remaining early purchase amount of $5,250. Joe is glad he chose rent-to-own. He has the perfect shed in his backyard that he now owns, and most importantly, has been able to enjoy spending more time with his kids.